What's going on, everybody? So in this video, I want to talk about one piece investing mistake I think a lot of people make. Maybe they're newer to investing in TCGs, and I personally just don't agree with this type of logic that I'm going to talk about in this video. And to get right into it, a lot of people look at something like Two Legends right now, or they'll look at Royal Blood and go, well, these boxes are quite cheap. I can pick up a case for like $1,000, maybe a little bit more or less, depending on your currency. And that seems pretty safe long term, right? Like how far could these drop? 60, $70? I mean, they did for Two Legends. They were down to 70 at some point. So there really isn't a lot of downward risk for you buying at these prices. But the reality is these sets are very new. I mean, Two Legends came out in what, September of last year? Royal Blood just came out. So even if these prices come down to like $80, $90, the reality is Bandai could be printing these sets for 2 to 3 years. Like, who knows how long they're going to be in rotation for, how long Bandai's even going to print, right? Like, some boxes in theory, like Paramount War, which we will talk about in this video, could in theory go out of print and then get another reprint. And that's very unlikely once they go out of rotation, but it still could happen. So these newer sets, especially the weaker ones like Two Legends, again, I mean, this is the card list. There's just nothing too crazy in here. You have the Silver's Rayleigh up top. You have Jewelry, Bonnie, an Ace card, Charlotte Pudding Sure. So you have like a couple decent cards, but nothing crazy. Nothing to write home about, and nothing that is really going to make this like a super expensive box in the future, in my opinion. Royal Blood, same sort of thing. Probably a bit better though. You have the Law manga up top. You have a Whitebeard, super rare. You have the Usuhachi. You have a Sanji. I like that card as well. The Divine Departure. I talked about this one. Keep an eye on that card. Outside that, like again, nothing too crazy, but probably a little bit better than Two Legends. And if you look at Hobbiesville and you look at a lot of other stores right now, they're dropping their price on Royal Blood basically every week. They were selling Royal Blood for, I believe, 170 Canadian a couple weeks ago. And you can see they've dropped it all the way down now to 149.95, basically $150 Canadian. And these boxes aren't selling. They still have 574 in stock for the Wave 2 coming in April, which I don't even know why a Wave 2 for the set is coming so early. Maybe that was already at distro and Hobbiesville knew they had to take more boxes or something. It seems like the timing's a bit off there, but I think this is going to get a lot cheaper. I really do. I don't see these boxes moving that fast. Like when I just look at it every day, the number's still in the 500s, right? Even though they're dropping the price down. So maybe people will start buying Royal Blood. I doubt it. I would be, keeping an eye on this to get potentially to where Two Legends is in terms of price, maybe down into like the 120 Canadian, 110 Canadian range. The Two Legends boxes are starting to sell though at 122 Canadian. There's 24 left in stock. And honestly, I was thinking about just buying one of these boxes because it's kind of like the cheapest way to open One Piece product right now. I know there's nothing crazy in terms of hits, but I am a fan when I invest in TCGs just to get some exposure to opening the product and actually experiencing it. I think it's a very good way to learn about the game, learn about the characters, learn about everything that goes on with investing into it. So I might do that, but if you guys want to get product, you can't go to Hobbiesville right now. And there are a couple sites I want to shout out in Canada just quickly. The first one, HPW Games. Again, none of this is sponsored. I did buy from these guys though. They did a great job. I bought a case of OPO9 from them, and they probably have the cheapest price still in Canada, $210 Canadian. I think they only have 11 boxes left in stock though, because I was thinking about buying another case, and then it wouldn't let me when I went to check my cart. Again, it was down to 11. They have some OPO5. They do have a case quantity of this, and if that doesn't sell soon, I'm probably gonna buy a case of OPO5 from them. Little bit of OPO7, 150 Canadian is the cheapest I've seen as well. Taps Games has a little bit of PRBO1. I think they have 4 boxes left in stock. Cheapest I've seen a PRBO1 in Canada right now, outside of maybe like Facebook groups. And then 401 Games, I mean, they have a little bit of Romance Dawn left. Prices are in Canadian again. But outside of that, like really not too much. And even Paramount War, like up to 280. I think HPW, 250 Canadian. There's like HPW and then maybe one other store, the Mythic store or something like that in Canada that I've seen Paramount War for 250 Canadian at. But outside of those two places, this box starts to jump into that like 280, 290, $300 Canadian range. And that's why if I was going to look at any of these as investments, Two Legends, Royal Blood, I would go for something older, like Paramount War. Paramount War just crossed 2 years of age. It's rotating out next year. Again, it's not the best set, but it's still decent, and it's better than both of those options, Two Legends and Royal Blood, in my opinion. You have the Ace manga up top. You have a Smoker alternate art. You have the Garp alternate art. You have the Whitebeard alternate Sanji one as well. So a lot more popular characters, a little bit more top heavy. It makes this set more likely to be open in the future, people chasing some of these top cards. Again, second set of One Piece as well has a little more flair to it than something like Two Legends, which, I mean, there's still some nice cards in this, but nothing too crazy. And later this week, we're going to jump into some data and dive a little deeper into some of these boxes to try and get a good idea of where things are going. I think it's important for us to look at the history of reprints from Bandai as well, just to get a better idea of how things are going to play out over this year and the next year. Also, one last thing I wanted to say in this video, a lot of specialty sets like EBO2, like PRBO2, these sets coming out this year, EBO2's, I think the next one up in April, they're selling out very fast. Like, I can't find anything in Canada anymore. I was literally on the verge of buying a case from Italy, importing it to Canada, and then paying duties, and it was still probably going to be cheaper than the place I could find in Canada. Like, it is ridiculous how expensive and scarce some of these boxes are in Canada and probably in the US as well right now. So if you guys are thinking about getting PRBO2 later this year, thinking about getting OP13, I know OP11 pre-orders are pretty much done at this point. Like, think ahead and really decide if it's worth waiting, because I do not see prices coming down on any of these sets anytime soon in terms of the pre-orders. And the reality is, if more people come into the hobby and Bandai's not ready to slightly increase their print runs on some of these coming sets, we could be in for like a Pokemon situation from last year where Surging Sparks, Prismatic, after that, I mean, Journey Together's been a bit better, but Surging and Prismatic, those releases were just such a mess. Prices just skyrocketed after release because no one could get product, right? People were scalping it. I was lucky to get a lot of Prismatic ETBs. But you know, it is kind of just luck at that point if you can get it pre-ordered in at some of these retail stores like Walmart, or honestly, a lot of those retail stores for OP aren't even going to carry booster boxes, which is going to make it even more difficult to get your hands on booster boxes or even the sealed cases of booster boxes. And as always, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Let me know if you guys are buying anything right now in terms of sealed product or even just singles and slabs, right? It's always interesting to see what you guys are doing. If you are shopping, eBay, Hobbiesville, TCG Player, I have affiliate links down below. They're free and easy to use. I get a small kickback from it. It supports the channel, so thank you if you decide to use those. With that said, thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.